All right, so there is one thing I did forget to hit on in this video, so I'm gonna just put it at the beginning. He's gonna be talking about more badges later in the video. Make sure you subscribe too. This what you're looking at is a 2K16 and I think 15 too. I don't know if I think we did 2K16 playmaking badges. As you see, pick and roll. We don't got that badge in 2K no more. I don't think we had that badge since 20. Diamond, we always got that Lob City passer. You know what I'm saying? Flashy passer. Head move size, in and out master, hesitation, stun the back pro stick. You see all these badges, right? And this is all for playmaking. It's to get you wide open. I think they need to bring these back too. Now, I did say, I remember this one. You know what I'm saying? Boom. We're that eraser. This is a blocking badge along with taste down artists. You know what I'm saying? And then they need to bring one man fast break back. Like it's just so many badges they can bring back. They don't even have to, like, they literally don't even have to, what you call it. They don't gotta create nothing new. They can just add back what work. You feel me? So enjoy the video. Let me know how y'all feel about this video, about them bringing in more badges. I feel like them bringing in more badges, it just help us identify what character we finna use. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Help our play style. You feel me? That's how I feel it'll work. It'll just help us break ourselves up and feel different from him, and him. You feel me? But check out the video. Just like the video, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe, you feel me? Yeah. Hey man, what it do, you two? It's your boy back again. What up? Video, you feel me? So look, you know what I'm saying? See the glasses, y'all can see it. Look at my reflections. What I'm looking at right now. I messed with the glasses, bro. They stop my eyes from hurting when I'm looking at the screen. But make sure you subscribe, like, share. NBA 2K26 new badges. I want to talk on this because I'm heavily on the side of we need more badges. No more 40 badges. 40 is not enough. Split every badge. I'm gonna tell you too, like this. Craig gonna break it down. Split all the badges up. Right? We need more badges for every play style, everything. Vert badges. Unless y'all just gonna make the attribute can heavily see on the, you know what I'm saying, on the vert, you know what I'm saying? Shooting badges need to be most of them. You already know defensive badges is supposed to counter all of the offensive badges. So make sure to subscribe, like, share, new Discord link in the description. Go check out your boy OG on my ID. Link in the description too. Let's get straight into it. And I seen this because I'm watching champs right now. I seen this. You know what I'm saying? I seen this. I seen 22. You already know he's gonna go to 22. You see, he got 80 plus badges as a whole. We can hit on them more. We can hit on 100. I don't care. That means there's 25 badges per category. Make mental badges matter or not? I really don't matter. I remember when mental badges used to, you know what I'm saying, used to have weight. You feel me? So if you want to do that, you definitely can. So let's
going on, people. OG back on the screen. As you can see, this is an old video of when I used to have hair.
Come on.
Today we're here to talk about NBA 2K26 badges. 2K did a thing recently where in next gen they tried to add badges to the game in certain ones. 22 next gen was the best one. As you can see right here, they give us the just abundance of badges that we wanted in this game, and it made this game very, very smooth. Like, the only thing people were complaining about really was the parks. Like, the parks could have had like a better setting. We could have just had, it was just a certain time frame. Like, I feel like people didn't get to really appreciate this game. And the speed boosting, it was certain little twitchiness with the game, but they could have touched that up. They could have fixed that, and they could have just kept going with this idea. And the builds were balanced. You just didn't see everybody with the same builds in this game. It was all different types of unique builds. My
6-7 was nasty on 22, y'all. I still got my streams up because that's when I started back recording. That was at 22. No, this was the next. Was this the next 2K? I don't know, but I still got the streams up on my 22 when I used to play Rick and all that. You know what I'm saying? My 6-7 was nasty. I wanted to create a 6-8, but to me at the time it felt a little bit slow. So I went with the 6-7. And my favorite option, I always go with the tall guards. Tall guards on here feel very good. You can have a 6'10" and he feels smooth. The badges just made your player a lot more better. I'm not gonna lie, a lot more better. Way more better. You had stop and go. You had stop and pop that helps. You know what I'm saying? You stop, shoot the ball. You already know the regulars, green machine. catch and shoot, corner specialist. You had circus threes. It was a lot. Passing badges. You had Lob City finisher. This for the slashing, for the finishing. And then you had Lob City passer. So all the badges was they own badge. And then you had putback boss on here. But bullet passer that speeds up your pass. It speeds it up. You know what I'm saying? So if you got it on Hall of Fame, you're throwing it way faster, way harder than somebody that got it on bronze. It just make it make the builds play way better. So if 2K26, we need to go into more badges. I'm not gonna lie.
In this game, this is like a superstar build game. So when people say, "Oh, you want to go back to archetypes," no, this is still archetypes. What are people confused about when we say archetypes? There's still archetypes in this game. It's just they did bad with how the archetypes attribute spreads are. It's like everybody's the same, so it's really not too much.
Yeah.
Like everybody just really goes to a meta type certain build in this game. There's no real chess strategy within certain ranges of the game. Like it's just so much.
Yeah, like archetypes, they're still in this game, but it's just like they're more like my 6'8" on here. He can do it all. He can literally shoot mid ranges. He's a shot creator. He can shoot threes consistently. He can get contact dunks, and he can play elite defense. He can do it all. There's no special. Can I say speciality? Because that's when we talking about we want archetypes. We want our builds to feel special. That's it. It's really it.
I'm trying to like explain in one take, and I can't. But it's so many. Just I can explain for days with this game, right?
Brick. Come on, bro. I got like 3 videos I need to do today.
We need to go back to where the badges had the separation. When the badges had the separation like this, no matter what people said, regardless of legend, whatever we have now, there was a balance within the levels. If somebody didn't have it on that level, they wasn't doing it heavily. In this game, you still can do certain little things. Most of the time, people just meet or dunk. And I say it's a random result, and they say, well, that's what 2K gave us. And I'm like, yeah, they made the game family friendly. It's not hard to just use that dunk meter. It's not. Are we serious? That's what people go to. That's their go-to to feel like they can secure a dunk. And back then, it was just a layup. And that is the natural, real shot in real life. Real life reality. A layup, people. That's the most secure shot somebody can take. A layup. Everything else becomes a little bit more difficult in basketball. And you have to have skill. Layups are the most, what do they call it? Fundamental thing you can learn how to do. And they teach you in basketball. Remember, I played regulation basketball, people, under the whistle. Now, so these facts is, the dunking is like, damn, that's something that's like more rare you see in games. Like, it's funny. Back to what I was saying now. So, 20 in each category with the badges. I feel like even they can add more. Like, we should have a game that's more diverse. Like, people look at the badges as in, oh, it's crutches or it helps. Like, no, they're supposed to separate.
Yeah.
Even if we had stats and we only had stats and we didn't have badges, we still would have badge abilities. This is why they implement the badges within the game. It just makes the game have more of a thicker mold, I would say, you know? Like ice cream, but cookies and cream. You know, it's still ice cream. You could eat plain vanilla, but cookies and cream add a little bit more flavor. That's all it is. I don't know why people get so...
You said that wrong. So you put that cookies.
Weird with the badges. So... I just want to go through these badges. I'm gonna click through here, and I want you guys.
Like, ain't gonna lie. Like, if y'all remember in 19, we had pick and roll. We had pick and roll, and we had pick and pop too. Or was it just pick and roll? You see how, and then you had like, bro, it's so much like defensive badges. I could think of a lot. We need to go back to old Intimidator. I don't know. Should we go to 20? I like 19. 19 was an OD. 19 went OD. I don't want it to be too OD. We can go to 20. I really don't care. I'm still, you know what I'm saying? But we can go to, think about it, lightning reflexes, tireless scorer, tireless defender, workhorse. Shit, I'm trying to think of some more. eraser. If you remember the eraser badge in 2K16, you had 2 types of blocking badges. Chase down, you already know this, get that out of here, and then you had the eraser badge. You know what I'm saying? So I always feel like badges should have more than one. I'm gonna say it again, more than one thing, more than one badge. I said badges, but blocking should have about 2 to 3. 2 to 3. And then you can do the chase down, eraser. You know what I'm saying? Shooting. All the shooter badges is gonna kind of mesh in together, like catch and shoot, corner specialist, high zone hunter, green machine. Those can all mesh into each other. But it depends on what you want. If you're not a fader, you're not gonna have, you know what I'm saying, difficult shots or shit like that, because that's not your game. Badges made you rely on what was your game. So if you was a spot up shooter, most of your high shooting badges were gonna be catch and shoot, corner specialist. If you like to take shots a little further back, then you would have limitless range. But if you was more on the line type of dude, because it's still a 3 at the end of the day, you wouldn't have limitless range. And then you had, I said, House on Hunter. If you was good enough, you didn't need Green Machine, but if you still wanted it, you can have it. So I think we need to go back to the badge points. Give us more badges. Like he said, give us more. You can go back to the badge point system. I like that because you can really pick, oh, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. You know what I'm saying? You can do that. Give us more badge points. So in this game, I think the highest was like 41. Some shit like that. But yeah, it's just
how much badges we had. Fast twitch, fearless finisher. Now they just stacked fearless finisher into like strength and just finishing. If you got good finishing, then you got a little bit of strength on your build. So you see how they made the game, and it's like everybody just goes and have strength. It's not even like a game where it's like, oh, go with just no strength because you'll have way more speed or something and you'll feel it. It's nothing like that. So at some point we sit back and we're like, I sit back and I'm like, damn. They made the game really like simple, and it's not even like realistic to where they were trying to go to at all.
Because really,
everyone loves the new.
Because really, if you think about it, if you is more strong, you will be more faster. Think about it. Strengthen your legs. That helps you run harder. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that easy.
Giant Slayer. We just had badges that were just like grace under pressure. People didn't have these badges. They wasn't doing certain things. And I feel like still some of these badges needed a tweak within the time when we were playing this game. I'm not going to make it seem like everything is all perfect.
Yeah.
At all. Right? Hook specialist, regular badges that we see. Limitless takeoff. I used to like the fact that we had limitless takeoff. Now it's like when players, because some players had it on their build only at silver, so they couldn't launch that fast. Some player had the builds, so then it hit them in their shooting. They couldn't have the high shooting. You see just the little stuff that it was a lot of counteracting chest play. Like, this is what we wanted. This is what we liked.
Mouse in the house.
On this next gen, way more heavier. I remember because I was on it, playing it, going crazy.
This is when I got my P5. Literally January. Did I spend 100? Yeah, I spent 100. Shouldn't have spent that 100 on 21. I thought I was gonna get my shit on 21, and I didn't want to spend the extra 7. But yeah, I got mine January 11, 2022. You know what I'm saying? That game was fun, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that game was fun. Shooting was smooth on there, dribbling was extra smoothy woothy. Defense, you can get real bumpy on that motherfucker. And then slashing wasn't overpowered. It was right where it needs to be, to where you had, if you was a real slasher, it was booming shit. I'm not gonna lie. Like me, I know the slasher ways. All right, I know I can hit a little spin, get hoods. I know how to make you jump. You know what I'm saying? Get you out of position, hood. You feel me? But 22 was the best next gen game that we ever had. It was what 20 and 21 was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So like, shit just smooth. It was smooth.
Mouse in the house. When it was a smaller player, they had like more realistic badges, like how and now it just they took it away, but they had way more realistic. Like now, if a small player, yeah, you can still finish over a small player in this 2K, but it's sometimes small players can end up getting a stop, and it's like, damn, if that badge was there, 2K should allow you to get a different animation. It called for the switch. It just balanced out the game more. When you have a smaller player feeling like, okay, I can guard him too, or I can guard the center, it takes away from that aspect. Everybody's just going to start focusing their gameplay towards playing the meta because it's not balanced. They're just gonna say, okay, I'm gonna do what works, and I understand them for doing that. But is it gonna be a fun game at the end of the day? Nah.
Flip back balls.
You know, they just stacked everything into animations, and it's like it's not even fun.
Unstrippable, slithery
Everybody
finisher.
plays the same way. There's no diversity. Slithery finisher, teardropper, like teardropper was really like better back in the other 2Ks, like because you could do a Euro floater. Like now in this game, you have to go into a straight floater animation, and it's like, yo, y'all messing up the game. Like players do hop step floaters, like all types of stuff. Like they make it so slow, people, because they understand like how lit the game could really get. Like I just don't get it. Y'all know how Derrick Rose hop step in the paint and then flow. You can't even do that type of shit in this game.
Maybe
25 is supposed to be realistic and pro play animations. No, they just focus on pro player animations that they think is the best, that they need to center around the game around, and that's it. It's crazy to me when we sit back and really look at it. Shooting, we had the blinders, the catch and shoot, the chef. Now everybody just 99 3 ball, and then you just do everything. You see what I'm saying? There at least used to be a balance. Some builds used to have blinders high, so they'll get certain shots. It used to be leveled out in certain ways. Now it's just everybody goes to that one thing. Circus 3s for the step backs. Why can't we have it separated like that again? To where if you do have that badge, you're going to reign in that area. Do people really want to feel like a superstar? Like, they're not doing it the right way. We had clutch shooter within clutch moments. That was a great badge. Like, why is that not there? If a player chooses to put that in his arsenal within tight moments, like, yo, that was just, it was a more of a vibe. Like, in tight moments, it was just more security. Okay, I got this badge on this level. Yeah. Certain key times they had.
Yeah, because like, bro, that shit was like, I got this badge. All right, cool. I'm this type of player, catch and shoot. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get the ball. I can catch and shoot all up ain't. So you can catch and shoot legend. Oh, if I give it, you can add the legend badges, bro. You know what I'm saying? But now you're gonna have to. One thing they did kind of wrong is I think they fucked up the badges in the way, like putting them on and shit. I think they fucked that shit up because there shouldn't be no reason Hall of Fame and Legend is this close together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think you should be getting Hall of Fame at 94. You know what I'm saying? You get gold around like that 88, that 85 through 89 range right there. You got that gap, that 91, 93 gap, and then you got Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to be an elite shooter, you would get that Hall of Fame. A gold is just you can shoot the ball. You know what I'm saying? You can shoot the ball. That's, and then they're gonna have to fix the bills, because the way I say of fixing the bills is you got to make builds. Every height can do everything, so you can be an elite shooter. You can be a elite, like, see, the shorter builds got it all. They can be elite ball handler, elite shooter, elite finisher, and elite defender. When you get past 6'7", 6'8", you can't be in the 6'7", 6'8". Yeah, you can't be an elite shooter, and you can't be an elite dribbler. Well, 6'7" can be an elite dribbler. You get the 91 and shit, but every other build you can't do that. 23, you was able to do that, but they did take back some of these badges. They took back all these badges.
At difficult shots, like this was when 2K was 2K. No, everybody didn't have all these on these levels. Yeah, it looks pretty. We going down. We seeing all purple, but we had abundance of badges.
We had a
green machine.
I think everybody had at least 23 badges.
Consistently get a little boost.
I think everybody at least had 23
things
badges.
Down. I don't get why. Just tone things down. You feel something too OP, tone it down. Make it a way where it's more. Gotta have more value to attain the badge. Limitless spot up. Like, bring back all this and more. Like, why do they make it seem like they can't expand within more? Like, why we on next gen consoles? We need more, people. You look at all these badges. You scroll through and you see all these badges. Lucky number 7 to boost the early in the shot clock for players that want to shoot fast, play fast. This was the freedom, people.
Changing your
I had that badge. I had it on bronze too. Need that little boost.
This was the real freedom that y'all really think, like, y'all talking about rhythm shooter. They never got this badge right. It popped up on certain shots, but no, this should pop up on when players are doing a lot of. We had set shooter. I don't get, like, why did they go away from this? It was all balanced perfectly. You want to know what was being balanced about this game? The badges didn't play out how they were supposed to. Set shooter wasn't really like a good. They made you have to wait for a second. Like, no, they should have made it as soon as you set. You got this badge. Yeah, if you wait longer, yeah, you could get the boost still, but you still get a good little boost off it. Like, they should have made more of these badges matter a little bit more within the game. I can remember some of these badges was just like, people was using other badges over other, like, people wasn't using rhythm shooter heavy, because I understand how it didn't work properly. Like, they were still testing that out, but then they take it away and it's like, no, this is like, I can see how this could have been good over time. Like, they just rework badges, make them better. No, they wanted to scrap a lot. Sniper, we had badges, man.
I don't want sniper back though. That shit was for lights.
We had badges back then. Even I liked it better when it was like this, family friendly. For the now, it's like they do so much to combat this. Like, people don't understand. Sorry for the stutter, but it was really a lot of them taking away stuff was for the Zens. People are not realizing.
Like, open looks last year on 24, that shit was good.
To start doing the stop and pop, we had everything. And sometimes people say, oh, stop and pop don't work for me, so they didn't use it. But that's stuff they have to fix. 2K has to always make players feel like when they use a badge, it's going to matter within a certain way. Always. And then there's always a counter to it. Why haven't they reached that threshold yet? That's what we're looking for. Too many badges. Volume shooter, a classic 2K badge. Why not bring it back? Even if you're missing it, it's going to keep a player confident to take up his shots. A lot of players just start to want to drive and force and take meter dunks nowadays. I'm telling y'all, they're going to go back to adding these badges all back. They're going to realize, damn, one of our badge system, when we had a little bit more expanded and players had a little bit more
freedom,
I guess, the pick system.
Yeah. I can go to big bad. I can go to
way
big
better.
bad.
I think that's how this game was, like, so.
Everybody badges
hopefully
was
we can get
different.
back to the roots, man. They had a lot of great badges in this game. A lot of y'all remember some of them.
And then the legend reward on the legend reward for this, I think. No. This is when we went into the season. That was last year. So for 20 and 21 next gen, and then in current gen for 21, if you hit legend, you get 10 plus badges. Y'all can bring that shit back. I'm saying y'all can bring that shit back. You know what I'm saying? You can give us more badge points throughout. You can give us more badge points throughout the way, and cap breakers. And then when you hit, so yeah, and then when you hit the top row, you can give us even more badge points, and then upgrade a tier, like the whole tier, like everything can go to Hall of Fame or Legend. That would be so fucking OP. I ain't gonna lie, fuck with that. Cause you earned it, nigga. You legend. Not a lot of niggas. This is not 2K15 no more, where all you gotta play is like 3,000 games, and them games be going by quick as shit to hit legend. It's not gonna be like that. You can do something like that.
I just want to get back to the final last part and finish up. The defense, they had crazy badges. Hustler. You know how when you just now it just relies on your speed and certain things, like, but they have badges where it's like, yo, that's realistic. If somebody wants to choose, like, what, yeah, I got a hustler mentality. Damn, it's gonna take away points though if I use. That's chess right there. That's a realistic way to balance players out. They can hustle and go and save the ball a little bit better. Now in this game, it's like, yo, it's iffy now with it. You gotta have a lock, super speed, or just a guard speed, but it's still random sometimes with these loose balls. The main badge that they kept in having it super OP is interceptor. Why not the intimidator badge? Why not menace, like, for the players that's playing good defense, staying in front of a player? They actually rewarded you better and turned them into badges. Did it way better. I hope you guys can look at this video and see and learn something. Okay. I hope you guys can look at this video and learn and see some things, like, and understand. A lot of the patches came from players' abuse of things. The Zens. They try to paint it on, oh, hot zone hunter, this and that, and everybody couldn't shoot. I remember there was still people trying to learn how to shoot within the middle of the game and the end cycle of the game. Still playing this game and still trying to learn how to shoot, comment on videos. Even I know they're doing it for bigger YouTubers, so come on. I'm not the only one, so that let me know, like, yeah, they just was trying to do things from the jump to combat Zen users, people that are cheating. Because back then they were stronger. It was automatic. If somebody was cheating, it was automatic. But it was clear to see. It was more clear to see. But it was still something, 2K trying to fix.
And then, you was gonna have to play way harder to get that dub. But I like the shooting back then, because if somebody was cheating, I know I just gotta time my shots right. You feel me? I gotta time my shots right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool. Like, you can cheat all you want, bro. I'm finna get a buck. Just know that. I'm finna get a buck. I just gotta play the best defense I can against Yo Zan using that. That's it.
And then they went their route building a whole new system. So that's why I feel like they're going to have to start breaking it down and going back to some of their original roots. Because it's not like they was like, oh, they thought their system was going to work. But still, you see Zens are still in use and it hasn't worked.
Yeah. Post lockdown pickpocket.
They need to go back.
Man.
They need more, man. I can think of so many ideas, y'all, to where we could have literally 50 badges each category. I can have ideas.
I was saying the same thing, fuck nigga. But you know these people, it's too much. Shit, boy. I got 50 badges, 60 badges. Well, I think 60 would be too much. I ain't gonna lie. That's 120. That's 120 half, nigga. Like, but yeah, like we can do so much. I ain't gonna lie. We can do way so much. You feel me? You can. Hold on, let me get it right. We can do way so much, my nigga. Like it's bro. The game of basketball is so fucking deep. You got the pop and stop badge. Whereas for you go set take bro. Badges are just boosts to make your play style feel. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully they get it right this year, man. We don't know, man.
And people will be like, damn, yeah, oh damn, yeah, that is true. For me to be able to do that, damn, that could be a badge. Damn, yeah, you're right. I'm telling you. It's just we're so stuck with what we've seen already. People can't get their mind to go outside of the box. Tireless defender, man. We used to have them badges, and that badge didn't even fully work to its full capability. It worked a little bit in certain circumstances, but not to the full capability, and we didn't even get a real good run with it. Them actually making a real good badge where it shows you're a better defender, and you make a lot of more crazier defensive movements. No. Man, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, come on, like 2K26, we need a better spread of badges and builds to where it just floods out. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, make sure build feel special and shit.
Like and subscribe.
But yeah, bro. Hopefully, I've been advocating for that shit since December. I ain't gonna lie. We need more badges. The badges that we got now, weak as hell. I ain't gonna lie. 40 badges is not enough. It's just not enough. You know what I'm saying? I want to feel different from the next nigga. There shouldn't be no reason I can tell this nigga badges just because he got a 93 three ball. I know all his badges. Got Hall of Fame set shot. Everything else go. He probably, if he's a guard, he probably don't got no post fade female. Like, come on, bro. It shouldn't be. Take out that dumb ass what you call it, man, too. Spider gram. Take that shit out. You spoiling niggas' bills, man. But I'm out of here. Let me know how you feel about it, man. Yeah.